weekend. All right, Travon Walker, he got a new deal with the Jags. Then he had this to say, and he's referring in this bite to his head coach, Liam Cohen.
It's like taking my game to another level. Obviously, he's seen Aaron Donald. He coached to help. He was on the team with Aaron Donald or whatever. So it just kind of helped put things in perspective for me to be able to just click it to a different type of mindset was from how I was going throughout the year or whatever. And I feel like it really dawned on me that it's just time to wrap things up, take it to the next level.
Okay, so Swagoo, do you see him taking a big step for the Jags?
Yeah, I believe he can. Travon has been consistent, but when you're the first pick of the NFL draft, sacks is the first thing that people are going to look at when you draft it in that position. Not to mention you're across the line of scrimmage, well, opposite of the line of scrimmage of Josh Hines-Allen, who is always effective in one of those perennial pass rushes. So Travon got a $100 million deal, $110 million. He's going to have to get those sack numbers up.
Yeah. I talked about this over the weekend. And I want to talk about this more because the more I thought about it, more I reflected on it, I love this move even more so. I think you're getting Walker potentially at such a huge discount of what he can potentially do. And considering what happened this past season, playing a little banged up and whatnot, and what he did the year before that, which was great. I just think that this contract has the ability to age so incredibly well. And even if it doesn't, even if Walker doesn't truly become the special talent that you hope him to be, I have to imagine that he still plays at around this contract, right? You know, in terms of how much you're paying him and relative to everyone else around there. Like, I have to imagine you're getting at least 80% of it, right? And I think that's so. It's like your floor is probably 80% of this contract, and your ceiling will feel like nearly double this contract, honestly. So, I just think think it works so well. And when he was talking about Liam Cohen and an Aaron Donald and whatnot, these positions are so effort-based. And when you truly feel like you're playing for something, when you truly feel like not only can you win this game, but you can win this playoff game. You can win this AFC championship game. You can win this Super Bowl. Woo. It's just different, man. It really is. It's just different. And we've seen some defenses rise to the occasion in the past And their offense isn't good because you still have the sense of like we can win, we got to win through this more defensive forward front, whether it be like the Houston Texans or something most recently. There's a sense of just like defense. Clears throat. But when you also know you got a coach and quarterback and just a team in general on the offensive side of the ball, but especially your coach quarterback, that if I just do my job, we're going to be in an awesome situation to win. And when a game is close and we need a game-changing play, we need to force a 3 and out, we need a strip sack, whatever it may be. It's just like there's just belief. And I really feel that that's what Walker was really talking about. He didn't say it directly, but the way how he was comparing it to Liam Cohen and then taking it to the take it to the next level, all that, because there's stakes involved. Because you can truly win it all. And I think when you can't really see that, you're playing for money, you're playing for pride, you're playing for your ability to stay in the league and just compete and all that. And that all matters, right? You're going to be motivated to get money, get paid, do all that fun stuff. But it is a little bit different when you really feel like the weight of the team behind you, the burden to get it done in order to win because you can truly achieve greatness. I just think that momentum, that ability to be incentivized in that way, that is why you see some of those players like the Aaron Donalds of the world, the Micah Parsons, you use whatever names you want. It's just different. There's just a level of intensity that's there. Again, you're still going to have the Myles Garretts and the Max Crosbys who want to get after it. But I just think it's different. It's just different when you can win it all. And that's what the Jags are building right now. That's the culture that they're building. And that is what a Liam Cohen brings because especially when you're a defensive player, if there's any issues, if there's any problems on offense, a couple turnovers, or just a lackluster game, when you believe in the coach, you as a player, as a defensive player, you're like, I believe that coach is going to find a way through this. It's almost matters more to have that confidence and in like the quarterback itself. Because you're going to be like, I believe the coach is going to find a way through this. And again, it keeps you engaged, it keeps you motivated. And so, I actually really like that little sound bite because I think there's a lot of flavors of that of just like, okay, it's time it's like it's time to take it to this next level. It's time to ramp this up. It's time to compete. It's time to compete. And I do think there's a sense of like, you got paid, you got your money, and now it's like wanting to honor that contract, wanting to live up to that contract. So, and again, you're setting someone up to live up to a contract that he's more than capable of playing beyond that contract. So, I love it. No matter how you slice it, like I said, to me the floor is like 80% of this, and it's just like, yeah, okay, obviously it would be technically underperforming, but it's not like it's underperforming by like 50% of it, 30 it's not like it's like, okay, this is really crushing us because of how much money we're paying compared to the production we're getting. I don't see that. And I still see it with Allen in terms of the synergy there and just how they're able to really kind of help each other out in that regard. But also, we talk about one Josh Allen, but it's really about the other Josh Allen and the Patrick Mahomes and the Lamar Jackson and I talked about this actually over the weekend about the sacks and whatnot. I get it. I get that sacks bottom line number, it's like home runs, touchdown passes. Like, I do. I get it. The way how my mind works is, and this is what I talked about a little bit before. I won't go on the whole similar rant, but like I care about disruption. I care about how much are you disrupting the offense. Whether it be through the run game, whether it be through the passing game, or it be just in terms of like your impact on the field because of some of the focus that needs to be on you. Like, however that disruption looks, there were plenty of times. I can just use Micah Parsons recently with the Packers because everybody was so hyper-focused on like what he can do and his disruption. And it's just like he disrupted games in a way that were clear even if he didn't get a sack, whatever may be, like you can see the disruption. I see Myles Garrett getting all the sacks, and that's great, and that matters. I don't really know at the end of the day how disruptive it was. Now, don't get me wrong. If Myles Garrett's on a better team and all that and a better defense and just a better team overall, he is going to be as disruptive as you could ever imagine. So, I'm not trying to make an argument that Myles Garrett actually wasn't as good as people think he was, that the sacks were misleading. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. But there's just certain points in games, there's certain moments you're going up against specific quarterbacks where it's just like sack or no sack, I don't care. Are you disrupting? Are you disrupting this offense? Are you disrupting this game? Are you putting yourself in a true position to get this win right now? And it's just like, that's all I need to see out of Walker. That's what I need to see out of the defense as a whole, of course, but out of Walker. I don't care about just the bottom line of like, yeah, no. He had 12 sacks this year. Like, again, that's great. It's all well and good. Want to see all the strip sacks, want to see the forced fumbles, all that, tackle for losses, and all of that. Again, I'm not trying to downplay that, but I care more about disruption. So, the pressures, forcing bad throws, forcing the quarterback to get rid of the ball faster, just forcing defenses to have to just deal with that issue of a Walker, Allen, etc. That's what matters more to me. And I think the Jags can be set up to do that as well. So, yeah, Jags are making moves. It's funny. I think just so many teams it really be so hot and cold. Teams are either doing everything and they're going to be amazing and dominant and they're going to win it all, or they're doing nothing and they're going nowhere. They're not doing anything to get better. What are they doing? Why? I don't understand the moves. Etc. And that's where the Jags are, right? It's just like no one's celebrating every single big move they're making. They're uncomfortable with some of the moves they're not making. And then you have a move like this, and a Walker at this point is just not it's not a move that people are like if you think about it. You know, the moves with the Ravens and Trey and whatnot, you know, it's just like that you got more hype. And obviously the trade with Max Crosby that didn't happen and like all of this. And so moves like this kind of go under the radar a little bit, but let's be real here. A lot of the moves that go under the radar end up having some of the biggest impacts. So, yeah. I mean, Cooper Kupp went under the radar with the Seattle Seahawks where they were like, what is that move about? And even Davante Adams going to Los Angeles, it was like, yeah, you know, okay, we'll see what happens. And it was just like, well, that ended up for both those teams ended up having massive impacts. So, I wouldn't be surprised if this move has a lot bigger of an impact than people realize. Obviously, it's different than acquiring someone since you're obviously just extending him, but you know, I still think the money has such a I'm so fascinated by the idea that this contract ages so unbelievably well that you just look back and say, this is such a huge discount. This is such a luxury to have this man locked up at the rate he's getting paid. So, it's a wait-and-see situation with that one. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Jacksonville Jaguars and Travon Walker? Kind of his mentality, what he said, time to ramp things up. Take it to the next level. How are you feeling now that some of the, few days have passed since this extension unfolded? Let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment. So, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get into some discussions. Let's get into some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. This really does help visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.